Unit 10, Lesson 4, An Amazing Story. All-Star 1, pages 136, 137.
Lesson 4. 1. Learn new words. Page 136. Look at the pictures. Listen to the words. Then listen and repeat.
1. Fast food restaurant.
2. Promoted.
3. Borrowed.
4. Bad condition.
5. Improved.
6. Future.
Talk about the pictures. Write one sentence about each picture. For example, you may write, "The men are cleaning the car in picture 1.
Three. Listen and read. Page 136. Listen and read the story. 1.
Mr. Kazi came to the United States when he was 23 years old. His first job was for a car rental company.
2.
On weekends, Mr. Kazi worked as a chef's assistant at a fast food restaurant. He cleaned the kitchen and helped the chef.
3.
Mr. Kazi worked very hard in the restaurant. Soon, the owners of the restaurant promoted him to restaurant manager. He managed the restaurant for the next 3 years.
4.
A few years later, Mr. Kazi borrowed money from a bank. He bought a fast food restaurant. It was in very bad condition. He repaired the building and improved the food. He worked 7 days a week. Soon the restaurant was making money.
5.
A year later, Mr. Kazi sold his restaurant. He made a lot of money. Then he bought 3 more restaurants.
6.
Today, Mr. Kazi is the owner of 168 restaurants. He is going to buy more restaurants in the future.
Wow, that was an amazing story about Mr. Kazi. You may rewind and replay the story as many times as needed. Next, you can look at each of the pictures from 1 to 6 and practice reading each on your own. Take your time with this activity. Now that you have listened to the story and have practiced reading the story, you can put the events of the story in order from first to last. First, let me read you the sentences starting at the top. He sold 1 restaurant and bought 3 more. He worked as a chef's assistant. He managed a fast food restaurant. He owns 168 restaurants. Mr. Kazi worked at a car rental company. He bought a restaurant. All of these are details of Mr. Kazi's story. You may look back at the story as many times as needed to put the events in order from first to last. For example, first, Mr. Kazi worked at a car rental company. That happened first in the story, so I write a number 1 next to that sentence. Look back at the story and see what happens next. You will write 2 next to the next event from the story. And you will continue with those sentences from first to last. Homework. Write. Complete the sentences below. Write about your jobs in order from first to last. Writing tip. Use time words to talk about when things happen in a story. Time words are words like today, when I was, a year later. Complete the sentences below using information about you. Congratulations! Today's lesson is complete. Remember to send me an email with your completed homework to melissabaumonk@rolandschools.org. Thank you, students, and have a wonderful day.